I'm going to explain on my project Oxy-Finder. The problem statement that I have handled is during this pandemic period, all of us are facing some issues which need more attention. One of such issue is shortage of oxygen in hospitals for the treatment of people affected by COVID. This project is done especially for those situations. I have considered my native place India for the study and have taken the details so. This project is to remove the dependency and ignorance regarding the availability of oxygen in our neighborhood. Let's move on to the project. This is the website that I have developed using Zoho sites, which helps people in searching for oxygen donors nearby. This is a platform to save lives by re-establishing the rights of the nature. And we have various activities in this website. First, what we do here is that we check oxygen donors nearby. During this time of pandemic, we help the people to search for oxygen donors nearby by entering their location. Also, if we wish to produce oxygen at our own comfort, then we also have a product for that. And this is the place where we can check the oxygen donors nearby and stay healthy and safely. By clicking on this map, view large map, we get directed to a page where we get an access to the Google Maps by searching for the location. For example, here if I type Chennai, which is in India, I get a location of Chennai, and I could see the nearby places. In specific, if we want to type an area, we could also type that and check for the nearby oxygen donors. Herewith, I have not feeded any oxygen donors in this, so I can't see anything. But if we feed by getting the actual data input, we could access the oxygen donors nearby. And how we are going to feed it. To feed this, we are going to get the data from the user donors who wish to donate. The users who wish to donate oxygen or who know some people who are capable of donating oxygen can be a donor in our website. If you are an oxygen donor, or if you have a contact of well trusted oxygen donors, then they could share their details here. We will cross verify them and update in Google. If we update in Google, we'll also create a map location for them, so that on clicking the location they could access all the oxygen donors in the Google Maps which we saw previously. And how we are going to collect the information. In the website, we have provided a button called click here to be a donor. On clicking this website gets redirected to a Google form. This Google form collects the information of the people of who wish to donate oxygen readily. They have to just type their company or organization names, or if they don't have an organization in specific, they could just type their name to it. And they have to answer a pair of questions like is the oxygen readily available, and what is the quantity of oxygen readily available. And also, for us to contact them, they have to provide their contact number and contact email address. We will contact them, and on verifying that their database is worth to be shared, or is what all they are saying is correct, are they legit, and if they are legit, we will update this database in Google, and we'll help people find them by searching in Google or through our website. And we also have a product which works by mechanical means to produce oxygen in our own. And by clicking on check our product, it gets redirected to our product page, where we have a product that's going to work based on electrolysis and also certain mechanical concepts which I'll be explaining. The supply that it could give is it requires it's a normal electric supply which a conventional plug point can give, and its size is of a size of a table. And delivery, as I said, this I have restricted this to India for now. This delivery is available throughout India, and efficiency is that it produces 5 liters of oxygen in a hour, and the price is 5,000. And let me show the working of mechanical product that we have developed to produce oxygen in detail. This is the mechanical model, that's the product which helps us in producing oxygen by our own. The main working is going to be done in this chamber by electrolysis. By electrolysis, oxygen will get collected only at the anode part, whereas hydrogen from the air will be separated and it will be there in the cathode part. This is basic science. Air that is being driven to this chamber will undergo electrolysis process, and they'll get separated as hydrogen on the left hand side and oxygen on the right hand side. The separated oxygen is going to be stored in the cylinder, but this is not all the things that's going to happen here. We have another separate unit that utilizes this hydrogen for the production of this. Electrolysis needs some electric current to pass on, and since we require a large amount of oxygen to produce this, a large amount of current is required. In order to make this product more efficient, we utilize this hydrogen obtained to produce the current, thereby reducing the overall current required from external sources. The hydrogen that's being produced is sent to the fuel ignition chamber where a carburetor is present. This carburetor ignites the hydrogen fuel, as hydrogen in basic has some better ignition properties which is used as fuel in rockets. And this hydrogen again it goes into this cylinder where it actuates the piston that's move up and down, thereby rotating the crank and producing power in the generator. This generator also has its supply from its electric current, which produces the power to for the piston to reciprocate in terms of initial stroke, wherein we do not get the enough power from the ignition of hydrogen fuel. So the current that's required from the external sources is very minimal, which is required only for producing some initial uplift of the piston. The required amount of current other than that is produced entirely by this reciprocation of the piston, which is obtained by the ignition of hydrogen fuel. And this is going to rotate the shaft, which in turn it's like stored in as an electric power. This electric power is obtained from the generator through wire connections, and this is going to aid in the electrolysis process. And oxygen will be stored in this container periodically, and we could remove this container and use it as per our need. Let me show a small video of working of this mechanical setup and finish it. Thank you.